Dawn in Oymyakon seeps quietly into the snow, as if the world itself is holding its breath, waiting for the first rays of sunlight to gently touch the frozen earth. The sky is painted in delicate shades of pale blue and lilac, casting a soft, ethereal glow over the endless white landscape, transforming the ordinary into something magical. Inside, the silence is profound, almost sacred, broken only by the comforting crackle of a wood stove and the gentle hiss of boiling water for morning tea. These small sounds become a symphony of warmth against the cold. Survival here is a daily ritual. Stoking fires, layering up with thick wool and fur, each movement deliberate and practiced, passed down through generations. Every morning, villagers brace for the cold that seeps into every corner, a chill so deep it seems to come from the very bones of the earth. Every inch of skin must be covered. Frostbite is a constant threat, lurking in the air, waiting for a moment's carelessness. Even eyelashes can freeze together, tiny icicles forming with each blink, a reminder of the power and danger of the cold. The cold isn't just a number on a thermometer, it's a force that shapes every decision, from how you dress to how you breathe, dictating the rhythm of daily life. Outside, the snow glitters like diamonds scattered across the ground, each crystal catching the light and reflecting it back in 1,000 directions. The taiga trees stand silent and heavy with white, their branches bowed under the weight, guardians of this frozen world. There's no city noise here, just the satisfying crunch of boots on snow, a sound that marks each step through the stillness. With every breath, a cloud forms and freezes instantly, hanging in the air like a ghostly reminder of the cold's embrace. Life here is pared down to essentials: cold, light, and the will to endure. Simplicity is not a choice, but a necessity, and every object has its purpose. The quiet determination of a community in harmony with the land is evident in every shared task, every gesture of help, every smile exchanged in the cold. The beauty here is stark, mesmerizing, and utterly unforgettable, a landscape that both humbles and inspires, where nature's extremes are met with human resilience. Each morning is a small victory, a testament to the strength and spirit of those who call this place home, a quiet celebration of making it through another night. In this frozen world, every act, whether it's making tea, stepping outside, or simply sharing a moment with family, is a celebration of survival and togetherness. The warmth of a shared meal, the comfort of a hot drink, and the laughter of loved ones become lifelines, weaving a sense of belonging through the cold. Here, winter is not merely endured, it is truly lived, embraced with courage, community, and an unbreakable spirit. Siberia is a land of staggering scale. Thousands of miles of forest, tundra, and rivers stretch as far as the eye can see. This immense region covers more than 13 million square kilometers, making it one of the most remote and least populated places on Earth. Settlements are separated by hundreds, sometimes even thousands of miles, making isolation a defining feature of life here. For many, the nearest neighbor might be hours away by snowmobile, or even unreachable for weeks at a time. Roads are rare. Permafrost and shifting ground make construction nearly impossible. The few roads that do exist are often treacherous, turning to mud in the spring and ice in the winter, and are frequently impassable. Many villages are accessible only by air, or in the depths of winter, by temporary ice roads that cross frozen rivers and lakes. When the ice melts, these lifelines disappear, leaving communities cut off from the outside world. Winter dominates for 8 months, with temperatures plunging to -50°C. Blizzards can last for days, and the sun barely rises above the horizon, casting a blue twilight over the land. The cold immobilizes everything. Flights are grounded, machinery freezes solid, and even people must take care not to venture too far from shelter. When the snow finally melts, roads become impassable swamps, cutting off communities for weeks. The spring thaw brings its own challenges as rivers flood and mud traps vehicles and people alike. This isolation demands self-sufficiency. Supplies must last through long winters, and resourcefulness is a way of life. Families spend months preparing, preserving food, and gathering firewood to survive until the next supply run. Neighbors are lifelines, not just acquaintances. In times of need, everyone comes together, sharing what little they have and offering a helping hand. The community is bound by necessity, each person's survival linked to the others. Tasks like chopping wood, repairing homes, or clearing snow are done together, forging strong bonds. There's no next day delivery, only what you can fix, grow, or share. Every tool, every seed, and every skill is precious, passed down through generations. The remoteness shapes a unique strength and interdependence. People here are resilient, creative, and deeply connected to one another. Here, community isn't a choice, it's the only way to thrive. Shared meals, celebrations, and hardships knit the village together. In Siberia, togetherness is survival. In this vast, frozen land, the warmth of human connection is the greatest resource of all. When rivers freeze, Siberia's isolation is broken by the zimnik, winter roads carved from ice. For a few months, these temporary highways connect villages, bringing food, fuel, and medicine. Driving the zimnik is perilous. Ice can crack, blizzards can bury the road, and a thaw can mean disaster. Truck drivers are local heroes, reading the ice and braving the elements in convoys packed with survival gear. The journey is slow, headlights cutting through endless white, every mile a test of nerve. Yet there's beauty in the stark landscape, vast forests, frozen rivers, and the sense of being a tiny speck in a powerful world. The zimnik is a symbol of resilience, turning obstacles into lifelines. It's a testament to human ingenuity, adapting, surviving, and connecting against the odds. These roads are more than routes. They're the arteries of Siberian life. On the ice, survival and community move together. In Siberia, daily life is a lesson in adaptation. Cars run all day to avoid freezing. Heated garages are essential. Children walk to school in -40, bundled so only their eyes show. Schools close only at -50. Chores are transformed. Laundry freeze-dries outside. Markets sell fish and meat frozen solid. Sellers stand for hours in layers of fur, their breath hanging in the air. Even celebrations adapt. Ice sculpture contests, reindeer races, and bonfires light up the long winter. These festivals break the darkness, bringing warmth and laughter to the coldest days. Every task, from shopping to playing, is shaped by the cold. Yet, life goes on, resilient, joyful, and fiercely communal. In the deep freeze, the human spirit burns brightest. The stove is the heart of every Siberian home, radiating warmth and gathering family together. Meals are hearty. Pelmeni dumplings, stroganina, and rich stews fuel bodies for the cold. Food is preserved with care, fish salted or frozen, berries and mushrooms pickled or jammed, vegetables stored for winter. The kitchen table is the center of life, where stories and meals are shared. Hospitality is sacred. Guests are welcomed with tea and whatever is on hand. Generosity is a way of life, a bond that unites neighbors and strangers alike. The short summer is a frenzy of foraging and gardening, stocking cellars for the long freeze. Every jar and smoked fish is a promise of survival and comfort. In these homes, warmth is more than heat. It's community, tradition, and kindness. Here, food and family are the true riches. To truly understand Siberia, you must listen to its people, their voices echoing across the vast, snow-covered land, carrying stories shaped by generations of endurance and hope. Sergei, a reindeer herder, calls the cold a teacher, one that demands patience, strength, and care for others. Each winter, he guides his herd through blizzards, learning from the land and passing on ancient wisdom to his children. For Sergei, survival is not just about braving the elements, but about nurturing a deep respect for the animals and the earth that sustain his family. Elena, a schoolteacher, found peace in the silence, raising children strong and connected to nature. She teaches them not only to read and write, but to listen to the wind, to understand the language of the forest, and to cherish the quiet moments that make up their days. Her classroom is a place of warmth and laughter, even as snow falls outside. Dmitri, an elder, carves toys by the stove, recalling a life shaped by family, hard work, and respect for the taiga. Each carving tells a story of childhood games, of long winters spent by the fire, of lessons learned from parents and grandparents. His hands, weathered by time, move with purpose and care. These stories aren't about hardship, but about belonging and purpose. Around every table, laughter and stories are shared, weaving a tapestry of connection that holds the community together through the darkest months. A young truck driver sums it up. Here, what I do matters. I help my community. In the city, I'd be just another face. His journeys across frozen roads bring supplies, news, and hope to remote villages, making him a vital link in the chain of survival. There's no sense of deprivation, only pride in a life where every action counts. Whether tending animals, chopping wood, or sharing a meal, each task is infused with meaning and dignity. The land is harsh, but it forges deep bonds and meaning. The endless winter is not an enemy, but a force that brings people together, teaching them to rely on one another. People here are not trapped, they are rooted. Their connection to the land is a source of strength, grounding them through every season. Their resilience is quiet, steady, and profound. It is found in the determined gaze of a mother, the steady hands of a craftsman, and the laughter of children playing in the snow. In Siberia, identity is tied to place, people, and purpose. Generations gather to celebrate traditions, passing down stories that shape who they are. The cold shapes them, but it does not define them. Instead, it reveals their warmth, their generosity, and their unbreakable spirit. Their stories are a celebration of life on the edge, a testament to the beauty, strength, and joy that can be found even in the most remote corners of the world. In Siberia, community is survival. Neighbors chop wood, repair homes, and unload supply trucks together. Everyone helps, everyone is helped. If someone falls ill or faces hardship, the village rallies. Food appears, children are cared for, support is given freely. This isn't charity, it's the fabric of life. Social gatherings, card games, music, dances are vital, keeping spirits high through the darkest months. Entertainment is homemade, and every gathering strengthens the bonds that keep the community strong. In the vast cold, togetherness is the greatest warmth. Here, the spirit of Siberia shines brightest in unity. When summer arrives, Siberia explodes with color and energy. The snow vanishes, rivers swell, and wildflowers blanket the land. Days stretch into white nights, fueling a frenzy of gardening and foraging. Families gather berries and mushrooms, fish in clear rivers, and work from dawn till dusk. The taiga becomes a larder, and every harvest is a race against the return of winter. Boats replace ice roads, connecting villages for visits, weddings, and celebrations. The air is fragrant, the earth alive, and every moment is seized. Summer is short, precious, and never wasted. Even in joy, preparation for winter is constant. The cycle of life here is urgent, beautiful, and deeply connected to the land. In Siberia, summer is a burst of hope and hard work. My journey through Siberia revealed not bleakness, but a profound beauty in the land and its people. Their resilience, warmth, and sense of community are a lesson for us all. In a world obsessed with convenience, they remind us of the value of silence, self-sufficiency, and true connection. Their way of life faces challenges, but it is rich with wisdom and meaning. Let's admire their strength, learn from their stories, and recognize their place in our shared human heritage. Siberia's people show that happiness is found in purpose, belonging, and the warmth of community. Even in the coldest places, the human spirit burns bright. They deserve our respect, empathy, and appreciation.